to the creation of the universe, you're going to end up with three options, three possible scenarios to explain the origins of the cosmos. People may banter back and forth, but in the end, there is only three. One, your first option is the universe has always been. In one way or the other, the elements and materials that constitute the cosmos have simply always been. And something that's always been doesn't need a creator. Okay, two, your second option is the universe did have a beginning at some point in the finite past, but this beginning took place on its own, by accident. First there was nothing, not even an empty vacuum of space, because even that would need a beginning. First there was nothing, and then a whole bunch of everything in splendid harmony and mathematic precision. Three, finally, your third option is the universe had a creator, a power outside of it that caused and put to work the great design of the cosmos. A force and an energy that not only created, but also sustains the universe. All right, so let's take a look at these three options. The first possible scenario, even science doesn't agree with this one. One would be hard-pressed to find even one astrophysicist, worth her salt, that would surmise that the universe has always existed. Theories like thermodynamics and radiation echo theory, all conclude that there was a set starting point for the universe. For example, the universe does appear to be ever so slowly expanding, outward in all directions. Well, rewind the videotape, and everything forms back to a single point, a fixed position of origin. Some call it the Big Bang. Christians call it Genesis 1:1. Take your pick. Okay, now as for the second option, here's a metaphor or two to illustrate the kind of odds we're talking about when we say that the universe just happened to come together. These statistics come from a renowned group of mathematicians from Ohio State. Say you and I are playing a hand of straight poker, okay? You deal the cards and I lay a royal straight flush in spades. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. You're astounded, because a hand like that is once in a lifetime, So we shuffle the cards again and deal another hand. Again, I lay a royal straight flush in spades. Now instantly you would balk and call foul. You examine the deck of cards to see if I'm cheating, because your logic and common sense would tell you that two hands like that back to back are impossible. So finally you deal a third hand again, and I lay another royal straight flush in spades. You call me a cheater, stand up and quit the game and walk away. Okay. Now, imagine being dealt that hand 3.3 billion times in a row. 3.3 billion times in a row. That's the odds of any life at all being on this planet without any help or influence. Let's look at another analogy. This one's one of my favorites. If you took a box of blank computer paper, filled to the rim, blank computer paper, and duct taped it together with 7 old-fashioned typewriters from back in the day, and you threw this monstrosity of duct tape and typewriters off the Sears Tower in Chicago, the impact of these typewriters and this box of paper hitting the ground would cause a huge explosion. Okay? From the impact of this explosion, a perfect and complete Webster's dictionary is formed, from A to Z. Every comma, every period, perfect. Sounds miraculous, right? Impossible. The odds of that actually happening, even once, is beyond our comprehension. Now, here's the rub. That would have to happen 440,000 times in a row to come close to the same odds of life being on this planet, to the level of sophistication that it is, without outside help or influence. 440,000 times in a row, you would throw that stuff off the building and a complete Webster's dictionary would come out of the shrapnel. Okay? See how ridiculous that is? And atheists want you to buy that. They want you to swallow that. That it's all just a big cosmic coincidence. Just an accident. Are you serious? You know. So there are your three possible options, you know. Of course it's the third option when the first two are absurd. You know, like theologians and God-fearing people have been collectively saying for centuries, it takes far much more faith to believe in no God than it does to believe in God.